guys, it's GoalieBoy 3535 here, and today I'm here to get you on the review of my Bauer 2S goalie stick. So before we start though, I want to say thank you all of you guys who checked out my videos. It's always appreciated. So I'm again starting a goal-attending channel to dedicate to goalies who care about their equipment, all that kind of stuff, and maybe even to do some stuff with game footage, whatever you guys want. So if you like the video, it's really appreciated if you leave a like, a comment, or subscribe, because I'm in school still, so I'll be busy with that, but I will be trying to upload as often as I can, and anything big happens, I'll be letting you guys know. But without further ado today, let's get started on the review. So today for my goal stick, I'm going to be reviewing three main points: the price point, the performance, and the durability. So let's first start off with price point. This here is Bauer. This is a 2S stick here, and this is Bauer's second in the line stick. Now, this retails at $199.9. I'd say it's a pretty good price point for a stick. So you spending $200 on a stick though. You want to make sure that it's durable, and you want to make sure it has all the things you want. Bauer's top of line stick is $300. I've used plenty of different brands. I've used CCM. I've used Warrior, and I've tried different things, and I've had top of line Warrior sticks and CCM sticks, because those for the top of line are only $200, where Bauer's is more expensive. So I'm going to try and compare those to those ones, because this again isn't the top of line, it's up there. So we're going to start off with the price point. So what I look at you for what you get for a price point is you're getting a pretty good performance stick. Now it feels very light. Now if you've ever used a different kind of second line stick, you'll notice that they feel a little clunky, they feel a little heavy, they just don't feel that good. And I didn't notice this with this at all. It felt very nice, and it seemed like a pretty quality price for $200. So I think you're for sure getting your money's worth for $200. Now we're going to move on to the durability. As you guys can see, it's already broken. I had this, so as of right now, it's December. Yeah, it's December as of right now. I broke this in, I broke this a week ago, and I've had this stick since summer. So, it didn't last super long, but it lasted fairly long. So this summer I was, I play high school hockey, so this summer I was playing with varsity kids, JV kids, it's like an SDP. You play with a mix of the group. And I was facing some decent shots. One of the kids committed to the U, another kid's really good. They got some good hard shots coming in. So this stick hasn't been seeing like low levels. It's seeing good shots. And I noticed that when I first got it, it was good, and I used it for a while, but then one time I took a shot right up in here, and there's tape over it because I was trying to prevent it from breaking. Obviously it didn't work. There's like a big divot in there. If you watch my other video, you can check that out on my channel. If I tape my stick, I'll end up showing you that little divot there. And it just got bigger and bigger, and I noticed that throughout this time that it just continued to grow. So when I did that, that's actually how it broke. It broke right in here because of that. The blade was in phenomenal shape. The other wings were in phenomenal shape. I really enjoyed it. I say the durability was pretty good. I was a little bit bummed to only get what I got out of it though, because I had an S190, which is before the 2S, is Bauer's second in the line stick. And I had that, one of them broke after 2 years, and then the one, I still have one that hasn't broken yet. So I expected a little bit longer durability from this one. And again, this could have been just a flawed one, but I was expecting a little bit better durability than what I actually got. I think that it could have been a fluke, and it could have been just a place off of here, because my other ones didn't break as fast. Now, just as a reference point, both of them did break here in the paddle. On both my sticks, the shaft is taking abuse, and the shaft gets pretty marked up and stuff. I don't know if you can really see that, but like you see the paint coming off, and the shaft is held up very well. The blade's held up well. But for anyone getting one of these sticks, this is where I've noticed they tend to break, because the S190 again that I had, that's where it broke. And that's kind of where they start to weaken. The blades on these, I've never had them break or crack or anything like that. So the blades are very good, the shaft. And the paddle feels very nice. I think it just may have been a bad part of it. So usually the durability I've had has lasted a lot longer. Now for the part that I'm sure most of you guys actually care about is the performance. So I used a Warrior CR1 for a while, and some differences I noticed from that, just off a point, because they're the same price point, but one's top of the line and one isn't. So I'm going to kind of try and compare it a little bit and contrast. What I noticed from the blade here, first off, is it has very nice material on here. Like, I don't know if you can really tell in the camera, you probably can't, but there's nice grippy there. So when I'm handling the puck, I could sometimes just tape to here, and I didn't always have to tape here because it would slide. On other sticks, it would slide. Here, it grips, and I can still shoot. So that was one thing I really liked. The blade felt, honestly, kind of like a foam core stick. I didn't really like foam core because I felt they were kind of heavy, and I'm not a fan of that. But these these ones lasted in the blade, and they would play the puck. I always felt very confident handling the puck with this. It felt kind of soft in a way on the blade, like it kind of like deadened it really nice, kind of almost like a foam core. And then when you play it, it would jump off of it. So I thought that performed great. I loved handling the puck with this stick. For anyone references, I have a P31 curve, and that looks like this. Nice little mid curve. I really like this curve. Here, I'll get it a little closer. I think it gives you the best chance to really get the whip down the ice. So if you're a goalie who likes to go off the glass a lot, if you're a goalie who likes to handle the puck, then this is a good stick. And if you don't want to pay $300, I really think for $200 that this stick will offer you what you can get out of pro sticks from some other companies, because I like this. I had the Warrior CR1 after my S190s, and I just didn't like it nearly as much, so I went back and got one of these. Like, I really like this one more. Now we're going to talk about the paddle. The paddle has a really nice, as you know, I'm sure you know this, it has the little weird little shape on it, and that's to help with rebound control. I didn't really notice it. I mean, it doesn't affect when you hold it. I don't even notice it. But that's there. When pucks hit it, they just kind of deaden, and you can cover them, but they also don't feel like crappy. They don't feel, some sticks you get, they just don't feel good coming off. They feel grippy here almost. So when it hits it and you're like directing it, it doesn't like slide off it and kind of bounce up like that. It just right off into the corner. So, you know, I really enjoyed that for controlling your rebounds. Talking about the shaft now. The shaft, I took a lot of shots off the shaft. I mean, it's a summer worth of practice. You're going to get shots off the shaft. Sometimes you guys shoot when you're not ready, you get beat, all that kind of stuff. And this shaft held up very well. I'd flex it. I didn't notice anything different. It held up really nice. I really liked it, and I felt pretty good about it. I did like, one thing you do notice after you have these for a long time, when you like flex them, you can hear them kind of crumbling in there, which is one thing that I wasn't really a fan of. But if you do, it doesn't affect the play at all because I still used it. But you do notice that compared to other sticks that I've had, the Bauers tend to crumble feel in here. But as you can see, there's like a foam in here, and I think that what makes it light and feel nice when the puck hits it. Like, it's squishy. It feels nice. Almost like cube that you'd get, like styrofoam. It just feels real nice, and so that feels good when the puck's at the paddle. If anyone's ever used a Bauer stick, you know there's good grip here. So I didn't have to put grip tape past here. I just could put some here because I don't want it to be too grippy in this area. And then I like this would really let my lane lock in, but I could also like let it off to slide. So I think that grip, I really saw benefits from that grip. Overall, I think the stick is very solid for the price that charging for it. I think it moved well. When I like take shots, I know I could really shoot with it. Off the glass, I could shoot far with it. I could be accurate with it. It just felt like a nice balanced stick. Part of the performance is the weight, and I think the weight was very good. Now, it's not a 1S. It's pretty close, to be honest, if you've ever had a 1S. This 2S that isn't a Pro is pretty close. I talked to a guy at the Bauer store, a rep for Bauer, and he said it was about, I don't know if he's a rep, he's like a worker, and you know, you get all the numbers. And he said it's 10 grams heavier than the 1S. So anyone who's used a 1S, for $200, this is pretty much feels almost the same. So I chose to go with this one. Now it's not as light as the 2S. It's not but this feels light. Like you'll notice it in your hand compared to Vapor, 1X, top of the line Vapor, this is way lighter. Sorry if you guys hear any of that background, that's my dog. He came down here and now he's sniffing around. Sorry for that. But, so it does feel very light, feels very balanced. I really enjoyed this stick. Now, would I recommend this stick? I would definitely recommend this stick. From high school to college, juniors, whatever you're playing, I would really recommend this stick. If you don't, if you're, juniors and you can get paid for your gear, I'd get the 2S. I mean, it's so much, it's lighter, even lighter. This feels light, but that thing is really light. And you get the same benefits, but more. But this, I think, is more durable. Now, I know this broke already, but I think this may have been a fluke. And out of 10, I'd give the durability about a 7. I think it could have lasted a little bit longer, and I would have liked to see it last longer. I didn't end up getting another one of these. I was going to, but I was worried about it breaking, and I didn't want to break another one. So I'm going to try the CCM Premier 2 stick, and I'm going to use that, and when that breaks, I'll talk about that one, and I'll see which one I like better, and then I'll decide what I get for my next one. For performance, I give this like a 9 or 10. I think it performed great. It felt really light. I played the puck awesome. It felt great off the stick. I really enjoyed this stick. So that's the price point. I give this like a 9 out of 10. I think you're getting a pretty good value. If this thing had lasted a little bit longer, I think it would have been a full 10 out of 10 for that. So I think this stick has been very solid. Now, if you're playing like Bantams, this will be great. This will last for sure a year. I would be really shocked if this thing didn't last a year at Bantams, unless maybe something happens to it. But if it goes normal, this thing should last all through Bantams. High school, this should be good for high school. Now mine broke, but I mean, the other one I used in the high school too, and that thing didn't break. So I think this one could have been just a little bit of a fluke, but I really enjoyed this one. So I would give that a 9. Overall, for everything, price, durability, and performance, I would give it about a 7.5 to an 8 out of 10. I think this is a solid option for anybody. Beer league especially, like beer league, college, or not college. I mean, I would use this stick willingly. I really enjoyed this stick. And because I enjoyed these sticks, I was not willing to pay the extra $100 for the 2S Pro because this did just fine. This held up well. For me, my favorite part about it was the blade. I love the feel of playing the puck with the blade. It just felt so natural, so nice. And that's one thing I don't like as much with the CCM. So review for that will be coming, but won't be for a while once I've used it long enough to give you guys good feedback. So I think that about does it for my review of the Bauer 2S stick. I want to thank you guys for tuning in. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Share this with your friends because I'm trying to start up a channel. I'll be trying to post as often as I can. And I want to thank you guys all for watching. And I'll see you next time.